We got some news and rumors for you folks today in this video. The Lions, could they be on the trade market looking for a quarterback? We're going to talk about that quarterback. We're going to compare our quarterbacks. Is it better? We're going to talk all about it in the latest rumors. News, the Detroit Lions got to make some cuts today, and we're going to talk about Levi Onwuzurike. Is he a bust? But before we get into today's video, if you think it's a sound and smart idea to take an IV and fill it up full of alcohol and then put that IV into your veins so you can have a good time, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because we talk all things Detroit Lions news and rumors. Sometimes being a Lions fan, you kind of go into shock, maybe OD. Also, take that like button with you. Let that bad boy get penetrated with the IV. Let's get in today's Lions news and rumors. The Lions have had a big-time camp battle regarding the tight end position, and it looks like a couple of players have stood out, some preseason and training camp, and one being Mr. Brock Wright, the tight end that we got last year as an undrafted free agent rookie, and he's standing out so far, and that's a good thing. We need someone to stand out to be that number two, but in my opinion, he's not number two. That'll be a James Mitchell, who we drafted, so that could be Hockenson, Wright, Mitchell. But what about Devin Funchess? So as this goes along, we get to see who battle is out for 1, 2, 3, but go ahead and throw Brock Wright's name in the hat. That's what we got to do right meow. Folks, should the Detroit Lions go ahead and trade for Mason Rudolph, the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers? Rumors are afloating. The Lions are a part of it. Let me know in the comment section below. Y for yes and N for no. Where'd this bad boy start? It started out with Andrew Filipponi. He says, a former NFL GM told me he thinks Mason Rudolph could be traded to the Lions by the end of the week. Oh my God. We got ourselves some rumors here. We look at Mason Rudolph's stats. Career stats, by the way, 61.5 completion percentage, 2,366 yards, 16 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, and he's actually won games as starting for quarterback, whether it be injured, for Ben Roethlisberger, or anyone else. He's actually won a game, and of course, he tied a game. Let's go ahead and look kind of at his profile here. He's a bigger quarterback, folks. 235 pounds, 6'5", 27 years old. So we're talking about, not too old, not too young. He's a veteran in there. But is he actually worth the trade? That's the question. So we're going to go and compare him to the career stats of the current quarterbacks that we got. Completion percentage. He actually is worse than Tim Boyle. 61.5 by 65.3 and 54% by David Blau. Yards. He destroys the yards here. 2,366, 541 to 1,033. Touchdowns, though, not even close. 16, 3 and 4. And I think the biggest stat here, and we all can talk about, we all know, interceptions. Tim Boyle, David Blau has more interceptions than touchdowns. That's not good. You ain't going to win football games that way. It's not going to happen. And if you look at Mason Rudolph, he's better there with 16 to 11. It's not great, but it's better than what we got right now. It is better than what we got right now. So, what would it take to get a Mason Rudolph to the Detroit Lions? Well, if you look at the Pittsburgh Steelers right now, you have Mitch Trubisky 1, you got Kenny Pickett number 2, and he's repping with the 3s right now for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Interestingly enough, if we're to trade for him by the end of the week, he would actually play against his former team week 3 of preseason. That's just an interesting nugget right there. Doesn't really mean anything. It's preseason, especially preseason 3. It means absolutely ain't no one really going to be doing anything. You don't want to really risk anything in that game. But it's just an interesting nugget right there. What do I think? I don't know if the trade's going to happen. I actually asked Jeff Risdon. He said he has not heard anything personally from anyone of the Detroit side, whether it be coaches or anyone inside there. He hasn't heard anything. It doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. He just said he has not heard anything from that side. And I trust Risdon pretty well. He's pretty good at what he does. So will the Lions make the trade? It's possible. It is possible. What would it take? I'm thinking it would take a late draft pick, or the best solution for me is a player swap. Maybe there is a position of need that the Steelers would like to have, a player who's not going to make our 53, and we just throw that player over there, and they throw us Mason Rudolph over here. That's called a win-win situation. Two players that aren't going to make the team of each team, and they throw it out there as that. That's kind of what I think would be an option for a trade scenario, in my opinion. Go ahead and smash that like button. Let's get to 400 likes. The more likes we get, the more chance that my guy from Chat Sports stops telling me to ask to get likes up. That's what he does. He does. And he likes to throw machetes and swords at me about the like button. Likes to hit me, and it's very, very painful. It really is. Let's go back to this Mason Rudolph thing here. I think the biggest take from this rumor, and I think this should be the biggest take for everybody out there, it's not Mason Rudolph in particular about this situation. That should be the biggest take. My biggest take here is, have the Lions finally figured out that we have an issue at backup quarterback? Could they legitimately looking to get somebody else to be a backup? I mean, is that possible? I hope so. Our backups are cheeks. Now, I got told all offseason, it means nothing. Who cares? Blah, 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 blah. Actually, it does mean something. It means if Jared Goff goes down, at least you have a chance to win. That's what it means. I'm not saying you're going to win. The odds are less likely, but you would have a chance to win. With Tim Boyle, David Blau, it's not looking. You've seen the stats. We watched it. They haven't won a game for the Lions yet. Get a chance to win. So it means that they could be looking to upgrade in the backup position. Personally, if you just stay pat and wait for teams to start cutting players, you can go ahead and just pick up a quarterback that way. And I think a lot of teams will go to two quarterbacks, and there's going to be plenty of talent that will get released. And it's not like you need to get a quarterback like right now. They got to know the playbook right now. What's the odds of Jared Goff getting hurt first play of the regular season? Probably unlikely. So you could get a guy during cuts, and he can still learn the playbook throughout the season. If you need him to be in there, you could have a situation like that. And if you are worried from that standpoint, maybe you want to keep, a David Blau and just tell he's ready and have a situation like that. But I think that would be the best situation for me, right in the quarterback situation. I just want the Detroit Lions to look at every single possible outcome that you can regarding upgrading a position. That's my thing. Just get better. And if you do that with every position, you should be good. We're going to be talking about a lot of positions here that needs to get upgraded. And one of the issues that we've seen this last year and this year so far is Levi Onwuzurike. This question's being thrown around. Is Levi a bust? Is he a bust? I always give players 3 years. I think that's doable. Give a player 3 years, let him see what he can do. So I'm not going to put the bust factor on him right now, but I got to say, I'm very concerned. Because back injuries are no joke. This is something that I deal with. Something that if you have a back injury, if it's chronic, it can last forever, and you're going to have issues with it. He didn't practice a whole lot last year. He didn't play well last year. He hasn't practiced yet, and now they're saying he may not even be ready for week 1. We're just talking about injury. We're not even talking about in shape. Ready. And if you look at last year, it didn't work out so well. Missing all that time in training camp. I'm concerned. This is a big issue. For our defensive line, we depend on these players whom you draft high. We're talking second-round pick here on Levi Onwuzurike. He's got to be on the field and make plays. If we don't have an interior defensive lineman or a guy who can go upon the whole defensive line there, help stop the run, we're going to have some issues, folks. You've got to have pressure on the interior. He's got to step up. I need him to step up. We need him to step up. If he can't do it this year, it's looking like Levi Onwuzurike Hand, a Deshaun Hand type of situation, where there's talent, but man, oh man, just can't stay healthy. And that's not good at all. It's not good. Let me know in the comment section, do you think he's a bust? I'm not going to label him yet, but man, oh man, my concern level, I would say is an 8 out of 10 with him. It's very concerning because of the issues, because of the injuries, all of that going forward. It's an issue to me. Absolutely. A player who has stood out, it was at preseason and camp yesterday, is Chase Lucas, cornerback. Love it. 7th round pick for the Detroit Lions. We need some young players to step up. And if you look what we have done with these draft picks, whether it be later in the as a free agent, undrafted rookie, or in this case, a 7th round pick, we can develop these corners. So he got an interception yesterday. He almost had one in preseason. Huge shout out to Chase Lucas. Keep doing your thing, my guy. You got a game on Saturday. Continuing to impress, because we need these young guys to step up. We need players to step up, because you play to win the game. And you need to win with talented players. And if you don't have players that you draft in the 6th, 7th, 5th round and undrafted guys to help the team out, we have a problem, folks. That's where you lose. We're live on my channel Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Get ready for that. Follow me on social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LNU. Very much LNU, folks. Got to get on LNU. And got videos dropping every single day, so get ready for that. And with that said, folks, see you later.